Walk with the Lord when your heart needs company. Take his hand when you feel alone. Turn to him when you need someone to lean on. He's the only one you can always rely on. God is good all the time, all the time. God is good. Good morning.
Divino Señor, confiamos en ti con alma, mente y corazón. Por eso, en este nuevo día que nos regala, te entregamos nuestra vida y la vida de las personas que amamos. Por favor, envuélvenos nuestros hogares con tu amor, paz y armonía. Amén.
Amen. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you out there. I would like to say good morning to you who are at home watching us, and of course, if you're anywhere else, good morning to you as well. We want to say today is a very special morning. Why it's a very special morning? It's weekend.
Weekend.
Today is Friday. It's Friday, and that's why
Seguro.
it's a very special weekend. Yeah. Are you sure?
Señores, muy buenos días a todos ustedes. Ya estamos de vuelta aquí, un día más, una emisión más que transmitimos para mantenerlos a ustedes informados. Y le damos los buenos días a todo el que está en casita. Oigan bien, buenos días a todo el que está en casita en sintonía con nosotros a través de nuestro WTN, Tel TV Plus, Mesar en la isla de San Martín. En Curazao, Aruba y Belice estamos a través de TVCARIB. En la isla de Bonaire estamos a través de Dutch Caribbean TV. Muy buenos días para todos ustedes. Gracias por mantener su sintonía. A las personas que están en las redes sociales, como es en San Martín, en Seba, en Estesia, en Anguila, en Sembat, en San Croix, en Saint Kitts, en Saint Thomas, en Dominica, Saint Vincent. Muy buenos días para todos ustedes, los que están en la isla de Puerto Rico, República Dominicana, España, Colombia, Venezuela, en Panamá, todos los que están en España, buenos días, en Francia, en Holanda, los que están en Estados Unidos y en Canadá, bienvenido una vez más a su programa El Mundo de los Siete. Ni hao a toda la comunidad china.
I want to say a special good morning to those of you who have chosen to share this program, like Nadine Suarez and many others who have chosen to share this program. We are so happy. We have Evelio Nuisi who shared this. We obviously have Nadine, as I said, and of course St. Martin Anunnaki, who also shared this program. So for you who have shared this program and have heard what we are asking, thank you so much. And we encourage the others to love, like, and share this program as well. Tag a friend. That's what we do. So, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Así es, todo el que está en las redes sociales, volvemos y les reiteramos que por favor le den like, compartan y etiqueten sus banderas de dónde es su nacionalidad y dónde está residiendo. Y todo el que esté en la isla de San Martín también puede escribir de dónde está. Por lo menos mi querida Harchan está desde Belvedere. Ya está ella en son de música. Mira los signos donde tiene, así que allá como que estamos bebiendo temprano esa herida.
All right. For those of you who are just tuning in, we want to say welcome. And we have a whole lot of notification news in store for you. We're still in the hurricane season, and tomorrow we will be having the St. Martin Police Force Pensioners and Retirees Association. They'll be giving their members an acceptance, or not an acceptance, but a token of appreciation at the Butte. That is September 25th from 12 to 2. From 12 to 2, yes. And, remember, we're highly asking for the public's participation in giving them all their support. Also, we have, as I must mention as a notification, that the St. Martin Medical Center will be hosting a vaccination, or the vaccination management team will be hosting a vaccination pop-up session, whereas it will be taking place at the hospital, St. Martin Medical Center. Also, we have electrolytes along with the foundation for to check yourself. They will also be having what is called a urologist who will be checking for prostate irregularities. So please go. I hope you've signed up and so that you can get checked.
Así es, eso es un resumen de todas las informaciones o de algunas de las informaciones que tuvimos en lo que fue esta semana, donde hemos hablado de las vacunas emergentes, que para este sábado también tenemos vacunas emergentes. También tenemos la actividad de la Asociación de Retirados y Pensionados de la Policía, que se realizará mañana de 12 a 2 de la tarde. Usted puede pasar rapidito, hacer uso de presencia, y si se quiere dar una colaboración, llevarlo en un sobrecito también, dejarlo y volver y retirarse rápidamente, porque no es una fiesta para estar ahí. Así que hemos tenido muchas informaciones. Todas las personas que necesiten o tener conocimiento de algunas de ellas pueden buscar los programas ya que están grabados en lo que es la plataforma de TVCARIB en las redes sociales, y ahí usted puede enterarse de todas las informaciones que tuvimos en esta semana.
Yes, and just for those of you who are living in the Cahill area, bing, bing, I would like to know how it went yesterday in on that stretch when it comes to internet. If it was disturbed when it comes to electricity, I would like to know. We read that information that Thursday would have been a disturbance, and we haven't heard anything. No one has called us and said, hey, Prince, you remember the news that you read? It was a disturbance. So please, let us know if that is the case. We would like to verify to see if Telem was on point.
Ayer yo no sentí no estuve en la casa especialmente para saber si hubo algún contratiempo con lo que es la comunicación ya vía internet, pero sí cuando iba saliendo de mi casa la mañana de hoy la luz se fue.
Yeah.
Eso sí. También anoche hubo lo que fue el vertimiento de la planta del sótano en el hospital, de los 70 camiones que iban a vertir el sótano. También estuvo anoche en el área de Quejil, especialmente en el nuevo San Martin Medical General Hospital.
Yeah, St. Martin General Hospital. Don Liebert, who is a big person when it comes to broadcasting here on St. Martin, the owner of PJD2, he's saying, love the backdrop. Will we ever see that again when it comes to tourist ships in the back? Yes, Don, I hope that we will see this again and that we would raise to glory once more. All right? And then we have Timothy Simmons saying, good morning, Mr. Herbert Martina, a.k.a. Prince. This man knows me from, way back when it comes to basketball, organization, and everything. So, Timothy Simmons, a pleasant good morning to you. And internet is disturbed whole year around.
Quiero darle los buenos días especiales a don Hugh, que está en sintonía con nosotros. Gracias por estar actualizándose en las redes sociales.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to read the headlines for this morning's news, and we hope that you are, in tune.
Así es, le vamos a dar inicio a los titulares de las informaciones que le tenemos en la mañana de hoy. Iniciaremos con 17 casos confirmados de COVID-19. Esto es fuente de St. Martin Island Times.
St. Martin Island Times reports 17 confirmed COVID-19 cases.
También tenemos que la ODM pide a los residentes y empresas que vigilen de cerca la tormenta tropical San. Esto es fuente de St. Martin Island Times.
The Office of Disaster Management calls on residents and businesses to closely monitor Tropical Storm Sam. Recheck your disaster supply kit. And this story is also taken from St. Martin Island Times.
También tenemos que un bebé sufrió heridas leves después de un accidente de tráfico. Esto es fuente de St. Martin Island Times.
Wow, infant sustained minor injuries after a rear-end collision. St. Martin Island Times bring you this news as well.
También tenemos un arresto y un allanamiento en una investigación de contrabando de drogas. Esto es fuente de St. Martin Island Times.
In House search in drug smuggling investigation, one arrested, St. Martin Island Times.
La ministra Richardson visita al secretario de Estado Knops. Esto es fuente de San Martin Island Times.
Minister Richardson pays a visit to State Secretary Knops. This story comes from St. Martin Island Times.
Y el ministro de Finanzas firmado en tierra para miembro familiar del ministro Doran. Esto es fuente del Daily Herald.
Finance Minister signed off on land for family member Minister Duran. This story is taken from the Daily Herald. And these are the headlines that we have for this morning's news, where we go and delve into it and we dissect it. And sometimes we even make comments based on our wit or our, understanding, based on our discretion. That's the word. All right. Brenda, can we continue with our first piece of news?
Así es. Antes de eso, quiero recordarle a todas nuestras personas, nuestros televidentes, las personas que están en casita especialmente, que tenemos nuestro teléfono de estudio 554-5601, donde usted puede enviar los buenos días, postear sus banderitas, enviar una fotito para que los conozcamos y saber quién está en sintonía con nosotros, enviarle un mensaje a este caballero, este cuerpo caribeño que tengo a mi lado. Así que ya ustedes saben, pueden utilizar nuestro teléfono de estudio. Ahora sí, vamos con el desarrollo de las informaciones y tenemos 17 casos confirmados de COVID-19. Esto es fuente de San Martin Island Times. Al 23 de septiembre, habían 17 personas que dieron positivo por COVID-19. Sin embargo, 11 personas se recuperaron, elevando el caso total de activos a 165. El número total de casos confirmados es ahora de 4.178. Los servicios de prevención colectivas, con sus siglas CPS, están monitoreando a 156 personas en aislamiento domiciliario. 9 pacientes permanecen hospitalizados en San Martin Medical Center. El número total de muertes por COVID-19 permanece en 61. El número de personas recuperadas desde que apareció el primer caso en San Martin ha aumentado a 3.952. 109 personas están en cuarentena según las investigaciones de rastreos de contactos realizados por el CPS. El equipo de salud del aeropuerto del Ministerio de Salud Pública, Desarrollo Social y Trabajo, con sus siglas BSA, en colaboración con el Laboratorio de Atención Médica de San Martín, con sus siglas HCLS, han evaluado a 3.104 viajeros que han llegado al aeropuerto Princess Juliana, mientras que el CPS ha evaluado a 41.509 personas en toda la comunidad. A medida que los números continúen fluctuando, el CPS continuará ejecutando activamente sus medidas de rastreos de contacto. El ministro Otley insta a todas las personas no vacunadas a que asistan a la campaña de vacunación emergente este sábado 25 de diciembre en las instalaciones de San Martin Medical Center en Quejil, de 9 de la mañana a 3 de la tarde. En el lugar también habrán exámenes de detección de cáncer de próstata y un rincón de control de salud con control de la presión arterial y la glucosa.
All right. Let me read or summarize the news. As of September 23rd, there were 17 persons who tested positive for COVID-19. However, 11 persons have recovered, bringing the total active cases to 165. The total number of confirmed cases is now 4,178. The collective prevention services are monitoring 156 people in home isolation. 9 patients remain hospitalized at the St. Martin Medical Center. We pray that they have a speedy recovery, that's for sure. And the total number of deaths due to COVID-19 remains at 61. The number of people recovered since the first case surfaced on St. Martin has increased to 3,952. 109 people are in quarantine based on contact tracing investigations carried out by CPS. Minister Utley urges all unvaccinated persons to come out to the vaccination pop-up drive on Saturday, September 25th at SMMC premises in Cahill from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. On site, there will also be prostate cancer screening and a health check corner with blood pressure and glucose monitoring. So this is the third time that you're listening to this, how do you say, this notification, and we do hope that you take this seriously, both prostate cancer screening and vaccination.
Así es, ya ustedes saben, tenemos 9 pacientes hospitalizados, 11 personas, 17 personas se recuperaron y esto, no, perdón, 17 personas dieron positivo y 11 personas se recuperaron y esto elevó el total de casos activos a 165. El día de mañana habrá una vacunación emergente en el hospital Mason Martin Medical Center, donde también estarán haciendo los chequeos de la próstata, también estarán haciendo los chequeos de la presión y del azúcar. Así que todo el que quiera, bueno, no importa que ya usted haya estado vacunado, pero si quiere sentir que le tomen la presión o que le tomen el azúcar, puede asistir mañana a partir de las 9 de la mañana hasta las 3 de la tarde.
All right, the calls on residents, ODM calls on residents and businesses to closely monitor Tropical Storm Sam. Recheck your disaster supply kit. This story is taken from St. Martin Island Times.
Así es, la Oficina de Desastre pide a los residentes y empresas que vigilen de cerca la tormenta tropical Sam. Esto es fuente de St. Martin Island Times.
The 18th named storm of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, Tropical Storm Sam, is expected to become the 7th hurricane of the season on Friday. Tropical Storm Sam is expected to become a major hurricane over the weekend. On Thursday, according to the Meteorological Department of St. Martin, Tropical Storm Sam was located over 1,600 miles from the island. Office of Disaster Management is calling on residents and the businesses community to closely monitor weather reports from MDS and other government-related mediums with respect to the progress of Tropical Storm Sam, and to continue to remain vigilant and prepared. For official weather-related information, check out the website www.meteosxm.com or visit their social media page, Facebook. Calls on residents to review the content of their disaster supply kit to make sure it is stocked with essentials that are necessary to ride out the hurricane season. Every household disaster supply kit should be able to support members of the household for a minimum of 7 days after the hurricane has passed. This disaster supply kit should contain non-perishable food, water, and medicine. Fill prescriptions before the storm, non-electrical can opener, first aid kit, extra cash, ATM machines and credit cards won't work if there is no electricity, a battery-powered radio and flashlights, as well as extra batteries. Make sure cell phones are all charged prior to the arrival of the hurricane. Fill up your car, truck with gas. Check if your home and automobile insurance are up to date. Put ID cards, passport, and driver's license insurance papers in a waterproof bag along with other important documents. If you are a parent with an infant or child or children, you also need to have essential items as part of your disaster supply kit. Baby formula, diapers, bottles, powdered milk, medication, moist towels, and diaper rash ointment. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, a number of government-mandated public health and safety measures are in place. The aforementioned must also be taken into consideration for hurricane season preparations. Your disaster kit must also include hand sanitizer, a soap bar or liquid soap, two cloth face coverings for each person, disinfecting wipers or general household cleaning supplies to disinfect surfaces. Continue to ensure that that tree branches around your home are trimmed. Cut all dead or weak branches on any trees on your property. Clean up your yard and put away items that could blow away during the passing of a hurricane. Recheck your roof and storm shutters to make sure they are secure and the latter are working. For those whose homes are not yet storm hurricane ready, you should make alternative housing arrangement to stay with family or friends. The community is urged to learn more about hurricane hazards, how to prepare for a storm hurricane strike by visiting the government website, where you will be able to download your hurricane season readiness guide and hurricane tracking chart. Listen to the government radio station 107.9 for official information and news before, during, and after a hurricane. The remaining storm names for the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season are Teresa, Victor, and Wanda.
Así es, se espera que la tormenta con el número 18 de la temporada de huracanes del Atlántico, la tormenta tropical San, se convierta para este viernes en el 7º huracán de la temporada. Se espera que para este también fin de semana sea un huracán categoría 1 o categoría 2, algo así, según habían visto en unos videos pasados. El jueves, según el Departamento Meteorológico de San Martín, la tormenta San se encontraba a más de 1.600 millas de la isla. La Oficina de Gestión de Desastres está pidiendo a los residentes y a la comunidad empresarial que vigilen de cerca los informes meteorológicos y de otros medios relacionados con el gobierno con respecto al progreso de la tormenta San y que continúen atentos y preparados. Información relacionada, visite la página web de la MDS, que es www.meteosxm.com, o visite su página de redes sociales en facebook.com xmweather/ODM. La ODM pide a los residentes que revisen el contenido de su kit de suministros para desastres para asegurarse de que esté provisto de los elementos esenciales que son necesarios para sobrellevar la temporada de huracanes. El equipo de suministros para desastres de cada hogar debe tener a los miembros del hogar durante un mínimo de 7 días después de que haya pasado el huracán. El kit de suministro para desastres debe contener alimentos, agua y medicamentos no perecederos. Surta las recetas antes de la tormenta. Debe tener abrelatas no eléctrico, kit de primeros auxilios, dinero extra. Los cajeros automáticos y las tarjetas de crédito no funcionarán si no hay electricidad. Un radio con pila y linternas, así como pilas adicionales. También asegúrese de que todos los teléfonos celulares estén cargados antes de la llegada del huracán. Llene su coche, su camión de gasolina, verifique si su seguro de hogar o de automóvil están actualizados. Ponga tarjetas de identificación como el pasaporte y licencia de conducir, papeles del seguro en una bolsa impermeable junto con otros documentos importantes. Si es un padre con un bebé o niños pequeños, también necesita tener artículos esenciales como parte de su equipo de suministro para desastres, como son las fórmulas para bebé, los pañales, botellas de leche en polvo, medicamentos, toallas húmedas y ungüento para la dermatitis del pañal. Debido a la pandemia de COVID-19 se ha implementado una serie de medidas de salud y seguridad pública ordenada por el gobierno. Lo anterior también debe tenerse en cuenta para los preparativos para la temporada de huracanes. Su kit para desastres también debe incluir desinfectante de mano, una barra de jabón o jabón líquido, 2 cubiertas faciales de tela para cada persona, toallitas desinfectantes o productos de limpieza domésticos generales para desinfectar la superficie. Continúe asegurándose de que las ramas de los árboles alrededor de su casa estén recortadas. Corte todas las ramas muertas o débiles de los árboles de su propiedad. Limpie su jardín y guarde los artículos que puedan volar durante el paso de un huracán. Vuelva a revisar el techo y las contraventanas para asegurarse de que estén seguras y que funcionen. Para aquellos cuyas casas aún no están listas por la tormenta, deben hacer arreglos de vivienda alternativos para quedarse con familiares o amigos. Se insta a la comunidad a aprender más sobre lo peligroso de los huracanes y cómo prepararse para una tormenta de huracán visitando la página web del gobierno, que es www.sanmartingov.org/hurricane, donde podrá descargar su guía de preparación para la temporada de huracanes y el Hurricane Tracking Chart. Escuche también la estación de radio del gobierno 107.9 FM para obtener información oficial y noticias antes, durante y después de un huracán. Los nombres de tormentas restantes para la tormenta de huracanes del Atlántico del 2021 son Teresa, Víctor y Wanda. Ya ustedes saben, señores, estamos sobre amenaza con esta tormenta tropical que para este fin de semana puede convertirse en huracán. Dependiendo de cómo esté su centro, nos afectará directamente o solamente sentiremos lo que será mucha lluvia, el revuelo, pero debemos de estar preparados, debemos de limpiar nuestra área donde vivimos, nuestros patios, recortar los árboles, todo que esté, que pueda volar con los vientos debemos de tenerlo guardado, ya sea tratar de limpiarlo, llevándolo al DOM, buscando una alternativa para que podamos pasar esta temporada airosos.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to take this opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of you who are watching us this morning and to give you a shout out and big up to those of you who are actually in tune. St. Martin Anunnaki says, once more, it is time to get sardine crackers and oats. Maybe we should make that our national hurricane disaster kit insertion. Maybe that's what we should do. All right, Prince, for hurricane so far. Okay, have we ever got the name Prince for hurricane so far? No, not yet. But we have had a Hurricane Brenda.
No.
It didn't hit, but they named a Hurricane Brenda enough times. All right. Okay. Brenda, who do we have watching with us and that we would like to say hello to?
Le damos los buenos días especialmente a todos los que estén en casita, dándole los buenos días, también a las personas que están con nosotros en las redes sociales. Pero tengo un mensajito aquí también de unos buenos días, que no es buenos días, muchas bendiciones para los dos y un buen fin de semana. Gracias, bendiciones recíprocas también. Ahí está, mira a ver quién es. Nelly, eso es a través de nuestro WhatsApp. Pueden enviar los buenos días. Eso es una persona que está en casita a través de nuestro televisor. Y los que están en las redes sociales como Minerva Maduro, María Crispín, Nancy Ramírez, Evelio Noisí, Histerida Harson, San Martín Anunnaki, Yo, Carol McKay, Karen John, Idalisa Sánchez, Robert Boyer, que está en sintonía con nosotros, Jonathan Raymond, Brian Baker, Nadine Suárez, Melania Lauren está en sintonía con nosotros, Melvina Romeo, Sonny Love, Dorothy Daway, también está en sintonía con nosotros,
Evelio Nuisi, and we have Edelisa Sanchez, who's there with us, Maria Crispin, who's there with us as well, St. Martin Anunnaki. We have Maria de la Esperadora.
La Emperadora.
Emperadora Ingrid Loriano. Hey, we change people's names here too. Huh? All of you who are watching, ladies and gentlemen, stay locked and tuned in to TVCARIB, the world at 7. And when we come back, we'll give you more news, more notifications.
Así es, señores. Vamos a una pausa comercial, recordándole, denle like, compartan y etiqueten. Regresamos en breve.
Shell's Kitchen on the E.C. Richardson Street, number 25 in Phillipsburg, have some of the best meals around town for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they make it so easy for you to order. Just call in, then walk in and pick it up. What's up it? Then walk in and pick it up. Or walk in, order it, and pick it up. We also cater and host events. And don't forget karaoke every Friday night. So eat at Shell's Kitchen on the E.C. Richardson Street, number 25 in Phillipsburg. It's a celebration in your mouth.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to all our viewing fans, and of course to those who are just tuning in and those who are watching this program for the very first time. We want to say it's a blessing on a Friday weekend to have the honor of presenting the morning news and of course notifications to you, the viewing audience.
Así es, ya estamos en nuestra segunda fase de El Mundo a las 7, dándole las gracias a todo el que se ha mantenido en sintonía desde que iniciamos y dándole la bienvenida al que se está actualizando y nos está sintonizando en casita. Así que muchas gracias por su sintonía.
All right. Seymour Anunnaki is saying, are you on a diet? Seafood diet is the best. And yes, I'm on a seafood diet. I am. I see food and I eat. All right? That's for sure. Leroy Hodge is saying, good morning, guys. Blessed day and have a safe weekend. To you also, Leroy Hodge. And don't forget, the lady in the gold loves a gold label. Sunila is giving a lot of hearts, saying love, love, love. And of course, dos besos. One for you, Brenda, and one for Dennis. Apparently none for me. Say Martin Anunnaki is saying 7. And Sunila is also saying, hey, Friday already?
Pero los dos besos es uno para ti y el otro para Dennis Prim.
How?
Sonny lo envió.
No, I don't know. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have to continue with our morning news lest we fall behind. Brenda, just openly, can you make it for extra time this morning?
Claro.
Would you be able to?
Todos los días estoy
All right, so
disponible.
if Brenda is able, we will be having extra time this morning. So thank you so much, the viewing audience. Thank you as well. All right. Yes, let us go to our next piece of news. Brenda, infant sustained minor injuries after a rear-end collision, and this story is taken from the Seymour Times.
Así es, un bebé sufrió heridas leves después de una colisión trasera. Esto es fuente de San Martín en Lentine. Alrededor de las 8 de la mañana del 23 de septiembre, el despacho central de policía recibió una llamada sobre un accidente de tráfico en la intersección de Gladiola Road y Carnation Road. Un I-10 azul no pudo regular su velocidad y chocó por detrás con un Toyota Corolla morado frente a él. Debido al impacto, un niño que estaba sentado en la parte trasera del vehículo sufrió algunas heridas leves. El niño fue atendido por el personal de la ambulancia. Más tarde se supo que el conductor del I-10 no estaba en posesión de una licencia de conducir. Se le impuso una multa y el automóvil fue incautado para una mayor investigación. La policía de San Martín recuerda a los conductores que deben tener los documentos necesarios mientras conducen por las vías públicas. Además, una petición a los padres de niños menores de edad para que usen el cinturón de seguridad en el automóvil o permanezcan sentados en el asiento del automóvil mientras conduzcan.
Around 8 a.m. on September 23rd, Police Central Dispatch received a call about a traffic accident at the intersection of Gladiator Road and Carnation Road. Preliminary findings are that the driver of the blue I-10 was not able to regulate his speed and rear-ended a purple Toyota Corolla in front of him. Due to the impact, a child who was seated in the rear of the vehicle sustained some minor injuries. The child was treated by the ambulance personnel. It later emerged that the driver of the I-10 was not in possession of a driver's license. He was issued a fine and the car was impounded for further investigation. The Seymour Police Force reminds drivers to have necessary documents while driving on public roads. Furthermore, a plea to parents of underage children to wear their seatbelt in the car or remain seated in the car seat while driving. And of course, not to leave your children drive with people who don't own a driver's license. That will be wise as well.
Así es. También tenemos otra información de un arresto y un allanamiento por investigación de contrabandos de drogas. Esto es fuente de San Martín Island Time.
On September 23, 2021, the Alpha team carried out a house search and arrested a suspect with initial ZMDD, 24 years of age, for his involvement in a drug smuggling operation. The house search and arrest are in connection with an ongoing investigation into trafficking and dealing in narcotics. The incident that triggered this investigation took place in July 2021 at Princess Juliana International Airport. Several items relevant to this investigation confiscated during the search. After the search, the suspect was transported to the police station in Phillipsburg and detained there in connection with the further investigation. The Alpha team is a joint multidisciplinary team consisting of the police, KPSM, Customs Immigration, Royal Military Police, and the Coast Guard.
Así es, tenemos que para el 23 de septiembre el equipo Alfa llevó a cabo un registro domiciliario y arrestaron a un sospechoso con iniciales ZMDD de 24 años por su participación en una operación de tráficos de droga. El allanamiento y el arresto están relacionados con una investigación en proceso sobre el tráfico de estupefacientes. El incidente que desencadenó esta investigación tuvo lugar en julio del 2021 en el Aeropuerto Internacional Juliana. Varios elementos relevantes para esta investigación confiscados durante el registro. Después del registro, el sospechoso fue transportado a la comisaría de policía en Phillipsburg y detenido allí en relación con la investigación adicional. El equipo Alfa es un equipo multidisciplinario conjunto formado por la Policía KPSM, Aduana, Inmigración, Real Policía Militar y la Guardia Costera. Bueno, ahí tuvimos dos informaciones, tanto el accidente de tráfico donde resultó el niño con lesiones leves y un arresto y allanamiento a una persona de 24 años.
Yeah,
Bien,
yeah. People
24
24
años.
years, they deal drugs and get messed up with the law as well. All right, Brenda, we have some news regarding State Secretary Knops. We haven't heard Knops in the news for quite some time.
Teníamos mucho
Yeah,
que no
I know,
escuchábamos
I know.
nada.
We miss Knopsy Wopsy. Let's see. Minister Richardson pays a visit to State Secretary Knops. The story is taken from the St. Martin Island Times.
Así es, la ministra Richardson visita al secretario de Estado Knops, fuente de St. Martin Island Times.
The main items on the agenda of the meeting between Minister Richardson and State Secretary Knops on Thursday, September 23rd, were the status of the discussion with the United Nations Office for Project Services, UNOPS, in connection with building a new prison, the plan of approach for the Point Blanche prison measure age 11 of the country package for St. Martin, which concerns the further strengthening of St. Martin's border control agencies with assistance of the Royal Netherlands Magistrate, and the status of the function book for KPSM. Accompanying Minister Richardson to the meeting with State Secretary Knops was Minister Plenipotentiary Rene Violinas. Minister Richardson and State Secretary Knops agreed on the way forward in the discussion with UNOPS and affirmed their commitment to finalizing the process. Both are dedicated to have the realization of a new prison soonest and have agreed that within the coming weeks, important milestone must be achieved. Further discussion regarding a clear timeline towards this end will take place on a technical level. Discussing the first days of her work visit to the Netherlands, Minister Richardson shared with the State Secretary that her visit has already proved much needed insight into how prison function in the Netherlands and how St. Martin's detention facilities compare to these institutions. The opportunity offered to see Dutch prisons has now more than ever strengthened Minister Richardson's resolve to have a new prison facility built on St. Martin. Minister Richardson further shared with State Secretary Knops her great aspirations for the enthusiasm that she received from the prison directors and their support staff and their willingness to assist St. Martin with the challenges to its prison system. As a result, Minister Richardson expressed to State Secretary Knops that she truly wishes to build on the opportunity presented to further realize collaborative efforts between the Netherlands and St. Martin, and will be contacting the State Secretary and his colleagues within short to discuss ways on how to proceed in the short term. The plan of approach for the Point Blanche prison was written at the end of 2017 by persons from the Dutch Custodial Institution Agency, DJE, who came to St. Martin from the Netherlands after Hurricanes Irma and Maria severely damaged the prison. Although written several years ago, due to circumstances, the recommendations of that plan have not yet been implemented. I would like to say congratulations for the, how do you say, a good working relationship between State Secretary Knops and the Ministry of Justice. I also want to say the fact that they are, or St. Martin is reaffirming their commitment towards sticking to the coho, towards implementing a plan and sticking to it, and realizing that the Dutch is who are funding this project and who is basically have been very instrumental in this. And this sounds more of a warm-up article reaffirming St. Martin's position that they will not deviate from any plans outside of just getting this prison and the functioning of this prison up to par. Okay, I do want to make a small observation though, is that we can visit how much prisons in the world. We can do so by seeing how they are implemented and how nice and beautiful they are. But reality is that prison should function in a proper way. And the building can be as beautiful as possible, but they can have discrepancies with how they deal with the prisoners, with how the rehabilitation looks like, and the implementation of the justice system in that prison. So we can have the most beautiful building, however, the implementation and the organizational structure is what I think St. Martin people needs in a prison.
Bueno, esto se trae de la visita que le hizo la ministra de Justicia, Anna Richardson, al secretario de Estado, Ken Knops. Los principales puntos de la agenda de la reunión entre la ministra y el secretario de Estado de este jueves 23 fueron el estado de las discusiones con la Oficina de Servicios para Proyectos de las Naciones Unidas, UNOPS, en relación con la construcción de una nueva prisión, el plan de enfoque para la prisión de Pont Blanche, la medida H11 del paquete de país para San Martín, que se refiere al mayor fortalecimiento de las agencias de control de fronteras de San Martín con la asistencia de la Royal Netherlands Marechausets, y el estado de la función de la reserva para el GPSM. Acompañó a la ministra Richardson a la reunión con el secretario de Estado, el ministro plenipotenciario René Violenis, y la ministra Richardson y el secretario de Estado que no acordaron el camino a seguir en las discusiones con la UNOPS y afirmaron su compromiso de finalizar el proceso.
All right, we have now Finance Minister signed off on land for family member, Minister Duran. This story comes in the wake of the land debacle that is going on in right there in Over the Bank. Yes, in Over the Bank, Vineyard Estate also comes in the wake of a lot of controversy with the Ombudsman and the Minister of Vromi. I would like to read this, if you don't mind, Brenda, and then you can always go ahead and read it. Ardwell Erin, Minister of Finance, on behalf of National Alliance, signed for the issuance of long lease land in the area of Over the Bank to a relative of his NA party colleague, Edward Duran, Minister of Public Housing, Spatial Planning and Environment and Infrastructure, Vromi. Minister Erin on Wednesday confirmed this during the live Council of Ministers press briefing. Erin was mandated by Duran by ministerial order of July 3, 2020 to issue land on long lease if its issue would be a conflict of interest for Duran when it comes to the granting of a piece of government land to his wife, partner, and relative. Finance Minister Erin expressed his willingness to issue land on Duran's behalf. Commenting on this ministerial order, Duran on Wednesday referred to the time he was Minister of Justice from November 19, 2019, until the snap general elections on January 9, 2020, As Minister of the Justice, I was faced with a situation where I had to sign a document, and the person was a direct family member. I then went to the acting Minister of Justice and then pursued it and signed it. He continued, it is normal before every Council of Ministers meeting, the question is posed from the chair the Prime Minister is chairing, or when the Prime Minister, PM, is not there, I am chairing, asking, are there any conflicts of interest? If this is the case, the minister that has a conflict of interest has to step out of the room. The acting minister or the Council of Ministers then makes a decision. 5 of the 7 ministers in the cabinet, Silveira Jacobs too, including Duran and Irian, represented the National Alliance. If there was a conflict of interest concerning the list of 25 applicants for long lease land as part of Vineyard Heights, the Minister of Finance, who is the acting minister of Romy, had to sign it, Duran repeated on the Wednesday. On June 25, 2021, a parcel of long lease land was granted to a cousin, daughter of his aunt, of Minister Duran, with whom he is said to be very close. The cousin is one of 25 persons that were allotted parcels to accommodate areas. I want to get this properly straight. Yes, area of the Vineyard Heights development projects. This keeps on. Some of these requests can be considered dormant as no follow-up has been done with the Department of Domain Affairs. Minister Duran chose to select from the applicants that have been submitted since the beginning of 2020. These recent applicants were labeled by the minister as most active and relevant. In choosing, the minister considered that the applicant needed a monthly income of at least 3,000 guilders or a joint income of the amount. If the applicant could provide otherwise having sufficient funds to build a home, the minister would take that into consideration. The applicant was not allowed to already have a piece of land in his or her name. All right, here it is that, this article is kind of mind-boggling because when you're talking about a conflict of interest, and again, I'm not saying that the minister's cousin cannot request a piece of long lease land. However, the procedures in doing so, whether it is, he steps out or anything, it is his cousin. So I think that it is great that sooner than later this information came out, but it's really kind of mind-boggling to know that these issues arrive. However, it is stating that the cousin issued, and they was in right standing. First of all, he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, or the daughter, so it's a she, makes over 3,000. She is not, she does not have a piece of land in her name already. Thirdly, she is active, meaning that probably she had been looking up and seeing what's her status and everything. So with all those three, in her favor, of course, why not issue the cousin a piece of long lease land? However, he did not sign it. Apparently, the Minister of Finance, which is Irian, Ardwell Irian, signed it because it was in direct conflict of interest. I'm happy that this comes out, but I am not happy that this news comes out in light of what's going on with the Ombudsman, in light of what's going on with a lot of people, being very upset about not receiving land.
Así es, el ministro de Finanzas, Ardwell Irion, firmó la emisión de terrenos de arrendamiento a largo plazo en el área de Over the Bank a un pariente de su colega del Partido de National Alliance, Edward Duran, ministro de Bromi. El ministro Irion lo confirmó el miércoles durante la rueda de prensa del Consejo de Ministros. Irion recibió el mandato de Doran por orden ministerial del 3 de julio del 2020 para emitir un contrato de arrendamiento a largo plazo si su problema presentaba un conflicto de intereses para Doran, cuando se trata de la concesión de un terreno del gobierno a su esposa, pareja o pariente. El ministro de Finanzas, Irion, expresó su voluntad de otorgar tierras en nombre de Doran Al comentar sobre esta orden ministerial, Durán se refirió el miércoles al tiempo que fue ministro de Justicia desde el 19 de noviembre del 2019 hasta las elecciones generales anticipadas del 9 de enero del 2020. Como ministro de Justicia me enfrenté a una situación en la que tenía para firmar un documento y la persona era un familiar directo. Luego fui al ministro de Justicia en funciones, lo examinaron y lo firmaron. Continuó. Es normal. Antes de cada reunión, el Consejo de Ministros le pregunta, la pregunta se plantea desde el presidente. ¿El primer ministro está presidiendo o cuando el primer ministro no está allí, yo estoy presidiendo? Preguntando. ¿Hay algún conflicto de intereses? Si este es el caso, el ministro que tiene un conflicto de intereses tiene que salir de la sala. El ministro en funciones o el Consejo de Ministros toma una decisión. 5 de los 7 ministros del gabinete, como Silveria Jacob, incluyendo a Doran e Iron, representan a la Alianza Nacional. Si había un conflicto de intereses con respecto a la lista de 25 solicitantes de tierra de arrendamiento a largo plazo, como parte de Vineyard Heights, el ministro de Finanzas, que es el ministro interino de Bromi, tenía que firmarlo, repitió Durán el miércoles. Así es. Hay favoritismo.
Yeah, but
Es normal en todos los gobiernos.
no, well, I'm not gonna say it's a normal thing. It shouldn't be. But let me tell you this. What are you gonna do? So let's say if you are my cousin, okay, and I'm Minister of Romi, you have applied for land just like everybody else, okay? Am I going to deny you because you're my cousin and I don't want what people think? No. I think the procedure, what he did, was basically a good thing. Step out and let Iran sign. However, I don't think that shows totally unbiased behavior because Iran knows that, hey, the reason why he stepped out is because this is his cousin. And guess what? Just for procedure's sake, all right, we'll sign. Now, I like the fact that they did that. However, there are people who have submitted for land even way before his cousin. There are people who are waiting for decades on the waiting list, all right? What about them? What about those people who are, who have gotten decrees, promissory notes that they would have been getting land up there? What about those people? What is gonna happen to them? All right, and in that light, then I'm like, But if his cousin wants a piece of land, she is entitled to a piece of land.
Yeah.
In a better world, everybody who wants a piece of land should be entitled to a piece of land. All right. Well, with that, we would like to say happy birthday to each and every one of you. I would like to go to the birthday bumper.
Así es, estamos en nuestro segmento de cumpleañeros, felicitando a todo el que está festejando un año más de vida, a todo el que tiene cualquier evento. Y ahí tenemos a Mera Flow, que está en sintonía con nosotros, festejando un año más también. Felicidades para Mera Flow. También tenemos, vamos a ver que ahí tenemos a Guadalupe, que está cumpliendo un año más de vida. Muchas felicidades para usted, mi señora. También tenemos a Giselle Santana, que está festejando un año más. También muchas bendiciones para ti, Giselle. Y tenemos a Benjamin Jones, que está en Holanda ahora mismo festejando un año más. Muchas bendiciones y mucha salud para usted. Ahí también tenemos a Mercedes Herrera Mecho. Muchas felicidades en su día, muchas bendiciones y mucha salud.
All right. I would like to say to Metaflow, happy birthday to you. Nice. And of course to Edward, Linda Edward, which is the same person, Monique, Careswan Jojo, Johanny Flores, Angela Hughes, Kieran Joseph, and Crystal Legrand. I would like to say to each and every one of you, happy birthday. And of course to Esdra. Happy birthday, Esdra. Wild out as always. All right? Happy birthday.
También tenemos nuestro corresponsal de China.
Who do we have here? Birthday of Chen Quang-tai from Guangdong, and he's an actor. Happy birthday, Ken Chong-tai.
Así es, este es nuestro cumpleañero de la comunidad china. Así es, gracias Prim, dice Mera Flow.
All right.
Muchas bendiciones. Señores, llegamos al final de nuestra programación, al final de una semana completa. Gracias por haber estado con nosotros. Los invitamos a que pasen a nuestro Extra Time en el día de hoy. Estamos en fin de semana, así que mi nombre es Brenda Rodríguez de Allen. Fue un placer haber estado con ustedes esta semana completa. Muchas bendiciones. Recuerden asistir mañana a lo que es la vacunación emergente, el chequeo del cáncer de próstata, de la presión arterial y de la glucosa. Y también asistir al evento que tiene la Asociación de Retirados y Pensionados de la Policía.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are elated to have you joining us on this program. We do ask you to join us in extra time. And Monday, same time, same place. Have a great day and a better weekend. Metaflow, enjoy. I need a drink on you. Bye.
Shell's Kitchen on the E.C. Richardson Street, number 25 in Phillipsburg, have some of the best meals around town for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they make it so easy for you to order. Just call in, then walk in and pick it up. What's up it? Then walk in and pick it up. Or walk in, order it, and pick it up. We also cater and host events. And don't forget karaoke every Friday night. So eat at Shell's Kitchen on the E.C. Richardson Street, number 25 in Phillipsburg. It's a celebration in your mouth.
Así es, estamos en nuestro tiempo extra, dándole la bienvenida a todo el que esté en sintonía con nosotros. Así que gracias, gracias, gracias por mantenerse ahí. Prince?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to Extra Time. It's Friday and we just on a chill. No, it's Friday and we're loving it. Not because not going to see you or hear from you, but because it's our rest and so that we can be recharged for Monday again. But it's Extra Time, and what do we do in Extra Time? We just let down our hair and talk about everything and nothing. All right?
Tenemos el fun fact de hoy. Prince?
What's that?
Fun fact.
All right, so we have a fun fact for this morning. Fun fact, 24th September. What we hate in the bathroom. All right, are we speaking about hate again? All right. Men and women are frequently thrust into situations where they're forced to share private bathrooms with one another. Husbands and wives, boyfriends and girlfriends, and opposite sex roommates, to name just a few scenarios. As it turns out, complaints about one gender by the other are fairly consistent. Men complain about women. Too many cosmetics and hair products by the sink. That's 15.7%. She tries to talk to him from the toilet, 10 to 8%. Her long hair clogs the shower drains, 10 to 8%. She never replaces toilet paper, 10.2%. She leaves the sink a mess, 9.6%. Women complaints about men. He never replaces the toilet paper, 14.6%. He leaves the sink a mess, 11.5%. He leaves beard stubs or hair in the sink, 10.6%. He never cleans the toilet bowl, 10.2%. He leaves the toilet seat up, 8%. I thought that would have been more. The battle of the toilet seat. While there may be some debate as to how much of an inconvenience this really is, there is scientifically sound reason that both genders should be putting down the seat and the lid prior to flushing. A flushing toilet creates atomized toilet water that enters the air around the bathroom. If there are bacteria in the toilet, and there are always bacteria in the toilet, it enters the atmosphere. Closing the lid reduces the vaporizing bacteria spreading effects of the flush. Wow. Wow. Look at that. It looks like this is the battle of sexes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tell me, what do you hate more than anything? Is the cosmetics, if you're a man, them not cleaning the sink, their hair clogs the drain, them not pulling up the seat. What about that? So do you think it's a responsibility of a man always to put back down the seat?
En mi ocasión personal, no tengo ningún problema.
You don't
con
have no
eso.
problem with that. All right. All right. All right. Okay.
Pero
Well,
hay personas, hay parejas que han tenido muchos inconvenientes, pero muchos inconvenientes. ¿Por qué no subes la...? Ok, sí debes de subir la tapa del toile cuando vas a hacer pipí, pero que la tengas que bajar o lo que tengas que hacer, no tengo ningún inconveniente en eso.
so just like he have to lift up the seat,
Sí,
why don't you put it back down?
bueno, si no lo hizo, amén, pero sí en verdad tiene que bajar, que subirla para poder utilizarlo.
Yeah. The number to call is 554-5601. Please chime in on this conversation, and we would love to hear from you, okay? Sunila say, I ain't no plumber, so why should I pull down the seat? All right, we understand you. The number to call, 554-5601. Brenda?
Así es, nuestro teléfono de estudio 554-5601 para que usted pueda dar su opinión. Puede llamar directamente o enviar un mensajito, hacer cualquier anécdota de lo que le haya pasado por la situación de no subir o bajar la tapa del baño. Y también cuando no bajan el inodoro. Ay, Dios mío.
What's that?
Don't flush the toilet.
Oh, all right. That wasn't in this, but I could imagine because some women don't like to pee on pee. Do you know they say if it's yellow, let it mellow, but if it's hard, what is it? I can't remember, but if it's hard, flush it or whatever it is, okay? But some people, listen, in households, I know, they want to save water on GB. So what they do is they pee and they pee multiple times, and then when it gets really, really yellow, then they flush.
Pero entonces eso crea, bueno, habría que tener una buena higiene en ese inodoro porque sabe que el mal olor de esos pipí acumulados, también, ay Dios mío.
No, I flush all the time. Why? Because imagine when you're peeing and some of the water gets on your leg or something, and that's pissy water. You don't want that. You really don't want that. All right? You really don't want that. All right, let's read some of the comments. Fun fact, picture says that in presence of another person, the percentage of hand washing increases by 40 to 50% for both genders. Sunila says económico and ningún olor. Okay, I can imagine. Do you know that when I go to restaurants, this is a very, very good point. When I go to restaurants, I see a board up and they said, listen, employees of this restaurant should wash their hands after every flush or after every use in the bathroom. And I think that's really important. Imagine if you go into a restaurant and you see the cook comes out of the bathroom um, out of the bathroom, you know, he closes the door, and you didn't see him wash his hand. No, imagine that. You wouldn't feel good. Even you know that he's going inside the kitchen and probably he's going to be washing his hand. But I mean, you would want that every time, and they have to go to the bathroom, but they wash their hands properly. Under their nails is clean and everything, right? You would want
Yep.
that. Good. So it is, personal hygiene is a very, very hot topic in this whole thing. But I do believe that women makes it a little difficult in the bathroom, you know, with their cosmetics all around and yeah, their hair clogging the sink and stuff. Those are issues that I do believe that men can be very, very upset about. And then you're worrying about us lifting up the seat. So yeah, people don't want to wash hands, and that is why toilet paper was invented. Oh my God. All right, the number to call again is 554-5601. Let us know what you are going through.
Quisiera que el señor director no ponga una fotito que tenemos de una dominicana que estuvo en la isla por muchos años, vino desde jovencita, su nombre es María. Para los que no saben, su último trabajo fue aquí frente a la tienda que está aquí en Afú, en la parada de los GC. Ella estuvo trabajando ahí por varios tiempos. Lamentablemente hoy murió. Ella hace 2 días fue trasladada a Panamá. Y aquí en la isla le hicieron 2 operaciones, una detrás de otra, en esta misma semana. Y lamentablemente en el día de hoy falleció. Así que nuestras condolencias para sus familiares, sus amistades. Melania, sé que usted estuvo muy cerca de ella. Mis condolencias, nuestras condolencias para usted, de igual manera para sus familiares. Todo el que tiene muchos años aquí conoció a María.
Maria was working in front of Afu, where the gypsies, you know, unite. That's the clothing store that she worked at. And I could remember a time I saw Melania there, and we had a little chat. It is quite unfortunate that Maria has passed. She has succumbed to her operation, and we just pray that her family, her friends are comforted in these times. For those of you who don't know Maria, then you're not living on St. Martin. She's lived here for quite some time, and I could remember some years ago when you know, I saw her for the very first time. She had the iconic eyebrows like up, and she looked kind of like a cat, you know. I think that was the look that she was going for. A very beautiful woman and a beautiful soul, so she will be missed.
Así es. Bueno, señores, tenemos que continuar con la programación. Hoy es viernes, estamos en nuestro tiempo extra con el tema: ¿cuál percance ha tenido usted en su casa específicamente con usar el baño, específicamente el inodoro? ¿Qué problema ha tenido con subir o bajar la tapa del inodoro?
So what's the problem in your household when it comes to the bathroom? Or you can say altogether, when I go to the bathroom, this is a private issue. I don't want my wife, I don't want my husband, I don't want my children. Because sometimes children, you know, a mother is on the toilet, you know, enjoying with her phone.
Y lo grande también cuando tiran el papel del inodoro al toilet.
Oh,
ay,
my
Dios
God.
mío.
All right. Let us know. What is your quail? What do you think that, you know, it's a very no. Maybe you say, yes, we do share the bathroom, but you know what drives me up the wall? The fact that she has so much makeup on the counter, or the fact that she has her hair clogging the drain, or the fact that she does not put down or put up the seat when she's finished. You know, I don't know. Tell me, what are your quails?
¿Y por qué tú te refieres directamente a la mujer?
Yeah, because I'm a man, all right?
Pero hay muchos hombres también desorganizados, mi amor.
Like who?
No, no puedo decir like who, but
Look,
porque
Brenda.
yo no vivo contigo para decir como tú.
Brenda,
Entonces,
look at this.
dime.
When I see you, Prince, I ain't going bathroom. You too damn fast. All right, good. No, my whole thing is, right, Brenda, is that I know what women would do. A man can just go in the shower, bathe and stuff, you know, and dry off his skin in the shower. He doesn't come out, mess up the bathroom. If he have to shave, he shaves, and then he cleans up after his mess and throws stuff away, you know. I don't know. I don't know.
Tú sabes lo desagradable que es que un hombre salga del baño habiendo alfombras, oye, y llene el baño completo de agua, porque no se secó dentro de la bañera ni se paró encima de la alfombra. Oye, y la toalla encima que la tire y no la ponga donde va.
Come on, I don't know what men.
No, lo hay, te estoy diciendo que lo hay, gracias.
There are men like that, but if the bathroom is right there and the mats, when you finish, you stand on the mat, you dry off, and then you take your towel and you throw it inside of the hamper. Nothing's wrong with that. A lot of men, I can say to 98% of men do that the right way, and 2% can be doing it the wrong way.
Vamos a ver, necesitamos su llamadita 554-5601 para que nos diga su experiencia, nos diga si usted ha pasado algo o si un amigo o una amiga.
It could be.
¿Sí?
Yeah. Read this one from Metaflow.
Sí, eso es verdad. Los hombres son muy desorganizados.
What?
Van al baño, mojan el piso, el inodoro, y cuando uno va a sentarse, el inodoro mojado. ¡Ay, Dios mío!
Con pipí.
Porque no, muchos no levantan la tapa del baño. Eso es lo que... Sí, muchos no levantan la tapa del baño.
Ay, Dios, qué clase de hombres.
Y ese es
tenéis
la
usted.
agonía. Si viniste al baño, ¿por qué no levantaste la tapa?
No, qué clase de hombre es eso. Ay, Dios mío. Anyway, I'm going to tell you the truth, right? Let's say,
O un amigo.
let's say no. This is me. Let's say if I'm rushing to pee and I couldn't put up the toilet seat, right? Because sometimes in a public bathroom, I'm telling you the truth, I don't want to pull up any seat. So what I will do is I'll take a piece of toilet paper, pull up the seat, right? Not to touch, in contact with the seat in a public bathroom.
No. Estamos hablando de tu hogar.
Yeah, I understand, but okay, good.
No, claro, porque en un baño público
All right, good.
uno tiene que tener más higiene, mucho más precaución,
Yes.
porque visitan muchas personas que en realidad tú no sabes qué pueda tener.
Exactly. So let's say I'm rushing to pee, and the seat happens to be down, and I pee, and some of the pee is sprinkled on the seat, right? What I would do, I don't want anybody else to experience my trinkles or trinklets. So what I will do is I would take some water, throw it around the seat, and take a napkin or toilet paper most of the time and wipe the seat dry. Okay? Voila. You have a pee-free, water-free toilet seat. Voila. You can sit on paradise. What about that, Brenda? But do you know some women, and this is the next thing, why is it that every time you go out and the women's bathroom is always full, and as a man, when you want to go and pee, there's a woman in the woman's bathroom, and it's acceptable. But if you go to the woman's bathroom, they're like, what are you doing here? The men's bathroom is over there. You're supposed to come in here and stuff. What is that? What is that?
Dime.
Brenda, that never happened.
No.
You've never went to a bathroom and it was full in the women's bathroom, so you went in the man's bathroom?
No. Nunca he entrado a un baño de hombre.
Brenda, you've never
No.
entered a man's bathroom.
No. Ay, si yo me encuentro con algo. Yo espero mi turno.
Yeah?
Aunque esté, mira, de medio lado y esté casi bailando, espero mi turno. ¿Tú te imaginas que yo entre a un baño de hombre
All right, all right, all right. Cause when I go to a street, I disinfect the seat. All right. So when she goes to do her number two, uh, disinfect the seat. Did you know that in multiple public bathrooms, men tend more to go towards the corners and avoid the middle one, while it's vice versa for ladies? This is survey report. Wow. Okay, where did you get this survey? And of course, I once entered a woman bathroom in Dubai by mistake and almost got killed. The scariest moment of my life. All right? I could imagine. These people don't make no joke. So,
Es más peligroso un hombre entrar al baño de mujeres
I
que una
get it.
mujer entrar al baño de
So the
hombres.
moral of the story is look very carefully which bathroom you're entering. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we see that we're not getting any calls. 554-5601. I don't know. People are scared to touch this topic, or maybe just
Ya,
don't
mira,
want to.
Esther Pisas dice que sí, que ella lo ha hecho. Ella ha entrado al baño de hombres.
Thank you, Esther. All
Pero
right.
a mí no me ha tocado la
Brenda, sometimes
oportunidad.
I think you're an angel. All right, that you never do anything wrong. All right.
No, no. Claro, a veces uno no aguanta y tiene que hacerlo. Sí, pero yo no lo he hecho.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a next question. Let's say you're busing to pee, and there's no bathroom in a million miles. All right? It's night. Did you ever go on the side of the road and look and pee? Oh, that
Sí,
you did,
sí,
right?
sí, lo he hecho.
Oh, because I thought you were not human. All right?
Mira,
Every
Prince,
woman
por Dios.
goes into the bathroom of a man. Every single woman.
No,
all right?
no, yo no soy una angelita, Sony. No, no. Pero no me ha tocado la oportunidad de tener que visitar el baño de un
Oportunidad,
hombre.
hay una
Claro,
oportunidad.
claro, como mira, como dijo Esther Pisa, que ella lo ha hecho porque no ha aguantado. Yo no he tenido esa oportunidad para poder entrar a un baño de hombre.
All right. I must tell you that I have entered into several women bathroom facilities. Why? Would you like to know why? Okay. First of all, I must say that the women bathroom are more cleaner than the men.
Sí, por lo general.
How you know that? You've never been in a man's bathroom.
Ay, porque es que nada más imaginarte el hombre.
No, Brenda. No, Brenda.
No, permiso.
You've never
La
been.
mujer no va a tener, el hombre no va a tener la misma
You see,
delicadeza de
you
una
see how I
mujer.
catch up? You see
No,
how I catch up?
Prince, es que
I'm saying that usually women bathroom are cleaner than men. And she's like, sí, tú tienes razón. Sí, Prince.
pero Prince,
Sí.
todos los hombres entran y
Sí.
salen y no van a tener la
Yeah.
oportunidad ni siquiera de bajar el inodoro. Si no lo hacen en su casa, ¿tú crees que lo van a hacer en un lugar público?
Brenda, but listen to this.
Ay, Prince,
You
por
guys
Dios.
don't leave makeup all over inside of a public bathroom. You do it at home. So that's the same way. Maybe men would act the same way how women act when they're in public. Okay? But my question is, how would you know how a man's bathroom would look if you have never entered a man's bathroom?
Mira, aquí dicen que sí que lo han hecho, pero que asegura la puerta. Ha entrado a un baño de hombre y asegura bien
No,
la
I've
puerta.
seen.
Yo no lo he hecho.
Listen, I've seen women go in, they travel with twos, go in the man's bathroom, and then another woman stands up by the door and protects it, like, listen, aquí nadie se entre, and stuff.
Ah, pero yo voy entonces a ver cuál lo hago, con quién lo hago, pero yo me quedo afuera diciendo que ahí nadie entre.
No, Brenda, stop it, all right? Stop it. Okay, English or Chinese? No peeking, Spanish, my love. Okay, no peeky, Spanish, my love. Okay, my wife begs to defer. She prefers to use the men own at all time as the men bathroom seems to be cleaner. The only thing is that the seat is always up. So she ensures that it remains that way. She rarely utilizes the women own. All right, Brian Baker, that's a different perspective. And wow, I never looked at it that way. But when I need to do a number two, which I've done. By the way, tú puedes hacer un pupú en un baño público?
Bueno, mi amor, si se ha presentado la oportunidad y lo
No.
he hecho.
Yeah, I'm asking Brenda if she needs to do a number two, all right?
Sí.
Doo-doo,
Sí.
excrete, those kind of things. If she would do it in a public bathroom. But seeing that you never gone in a men's bathroom, I don't know. Maybe you're superwoman and you wait till you reach home as well. All right, good. Yes, the question is, I would. I have done it. Of course, I make sure that the toilet seat is very clean. Or when you do it, how do you do? Because I put toilet paper on all the seat, and then I sit down.
Me ha tocado un lugar público que no hay ni siquiera papel de baño y he tenido que salir a buscar servilleta.
Wow, now that's an experience that I don't like to get.
Sí.
So you have to lift up your pants.
No, porque yo chequeo antes de. ¿Qué te pasa?
But what if, that happens to people, that they go into a public bathroom to do a number two, and there's no toilet paper.
Hazme el favor, please.
Oh my God. So, Brenda?
Mira, te voy a hacer la historia. En la República Dominicana, mi mamá tiene en el baúl agua, jabón y papel de baño.
For what?
¿Por qué?
caso. Oh my
Por
God.
si tiene que ir a un lado de la calle de hacer
Gilda.
algo.
Dime, ¿eso es la verdad?
Claro.
Let me know, por caso. Anyway, yeah, that's what I do. Give us your public bathroom experience, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can learn something from you guys, okay? Brenda, no aguanto eso. Dano?
Dana lo colon.
Loco, exactly. All right, since almost 35 years, have never slammed dunked in a public bathroom. Never, ever. Wow, say Martin Anunnaki. That's normal. Water and soap. Toilet paper is a luxury. That's true. Back then, what they used to use? Before there was toilet paper, what did people use?
Periódico.
Newspaper?
Newspaper.
I think...
En Santo Domingo está la guía de telefónica, que es como de este ancho, una guía así.
Oh my God.
Y, bueno, cuando uno iba al campo antes, porque ya todo está modernizado. Uno iba al campo antes, había letrina, lo que se llama la letrina, no sé si tú la conoces.
Outhouses, yeah.
Sí. Entonces, ahí tú no tenías que bajar nada. Pero siempre había en esa esquina esta guía telefónica bien organizadita que tú nada más tenías que jalar una hoja.
You serious?
Sí, yo llegué a usarla cuando yo iba de vacaciones al campo.
Oh my God. So let's say if they were at M, they would be...
Mira, tú ves a Brian Baker. En su vehículo siempre
My
hay
vehicle
toilet
always has toilet paper.
paper. En el vehículo de mi mamá también.
Wow. Well, let's say, so if they were at the section M in the yellow pages, the telephone book, right? Then they would tear off Martina. And, probably it's Martina Herbert, and they wipe their rear with it and throw it away. How will people get in touch with me, Brenda? Oh my God, the yellow pages, all right? Okay. Had gone for a Formula One track race in Dubai once, and I want to read this. Once, and due to language, by mistake, entered a ladies' bathroom. And in seconds, I had almost 20 men surrounding me. If not for Chinese, I would have already been with 40 virgins. So I guess you would have died and of course gone to heaven. No, that's only if you sacrifice your life. No, the name change is for long lease advantages. Easier to flush. Sunni law says the yellow pages are easier to flush. But Brenda, before there were toilet paper or before there was newspaper, what did people use?
Yo he escuchado, nunca lo he usado, nunca lo he visto, pero en el tiempo que eso fue hace mucho, usaban de que la tusa del maíz. Pero yo nunca lo usé, nunca vi usándolo tampoco. ¿Quién lo pudo usar?
Maybe,
No.
Brenda, to get that Dominican experience, you need to do that once in your life. All right?
¿Sí?
So I'm going to get some corn. How do you say the shrub of the corn? And I'm going to bring it for you. Okay? You can use it, and then tell me how it is.
¿Por qué no la usas tú y después me dice a mí?
No. Okay. Let me tell you what we used to do when we were very young in the bush. So we would go in the back of St. Peter's, which is now St. John's Estate. They would have, like acres of land, and land canned done and pumps or trees and stuff. So we would go there early morning, go in the back, and it would be, a lot of bush. So we would spend a day. We would go with water, we would go with some food, and just spend a day just camping. And sometimes your belly would hurt. You forgot to walk with toilet paper. You don't want to use a rock. So, una piedra. You don't want to use a rock. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? As a young man, every now and then, my mother would have to buy a lot of jockeys. Why? Because I would use the toilet or use the open air and then wipe my derriere with my underwear.
Y entonces,
I would have to go home without underwear. I forgot toilet paper, Brenda.
entonces botar el boxer.
Yeah.
Bueno,
Brenda, if you have to go, you have to go. Yes or no?
sí, si tienes que hacerlo, se hace.
Exactly. Sometimes we don't have mastery over our bowels. So, yes. We have a private message coming in from Patricia Zamore. Morning. Interesting topic. Oh, yeah. Interesting topic. It always flows. Okay. Let me read this. Had gone for a formula. Okay. No, we read that already.
Mara Flow me pregunta que si nunca fui al campo de caña. No, no tuve la oportunidad de ir porque mi familia pertenece al norte y no hay cañas exactamente de donde es mi mamá, que es de Montecristi. No hay caña.
No hay caña.
No, en esa área no hay caña.
No hay la cantidad de caña en otros barrios, pero hay
No,
caña en
no,
toda parte.
pero
de
para especificar lo que me pregunta Mara Flow, que es ingenio de caña, no lo hay.
I'm just checking. All right.
Hay mucho arroz.
So, hey,
Mucho arroz.
maybe you can wipe your ass with rice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to round off this program, bring some perspective. We started off with the irregularities of men and women and the percentage thereof and the research that is done about, sharing the bathroom, and it went to, have you ever pooped in a bush? That's how we evolve our topics. Brenda,
Please,
one thing I'm going to tell you though, all right? You need an experience in the man's bathroom. You need at least once in your life to go and have an experience in the man's bathroom. To do a number one or a number two, nothing else. All right?
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Seguro.
Nothing else.
Seguro.
Brenda. I'm telling you, nothing else.
Okay.
All right? Good?
Okay.
Brenda says okay. Good. You were going to ask me a question, Brenda?
Te pregunté que si tú has utilizado letrinas. ¿Las has hecho? ¿Lo has utilizado?
Yeah.
Ah, ok. No pregunto.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I'm older than you, so I have.
Por eso te estoy preguntando,
Yeah,
porque
yeah.
no sé.
I've used an outhouse. It wasn't a customary thing, but I found it was a pleasure to use an outhouse. Okay, why? It's because growing up, I didn't have to. But
Pero
when-
muchas veces se hacía con temor de uno sentarse ahí, vaya y caiga.
no, but I never sat down. I wouldn't sit down. I would stoop and use it. Yeah,
No, Prince. Por obligación tú tienes que sentarte, porque eso es un cajón como esto. Es un cajón, tú sabes cómo es un cajón con el hoyo en el medio, entonces dime, o a menos de que no te
you
subas.
hold the door and you stoop. You brace yourself and you stoop. Well, that's the one I used. All right.
Wow.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our bathroom stories out in public, and Sunila said that's illegal. Okay? Ever forms a party, it would be the underground party. That's illegal. And Semar Anunnaki wants to engage Leroy Hodge and say, you don't use the bathroom. However, Leroy Hodge is not with us here right now. You're building a house with cement. That is.
El comentario de Glenford Lauren.
All right. We used to wipe our donkeys with rocks, leaves, anything in the bushes. Ha ha ha. When we were little guys in French Quarter, we were real bush men. Yeah, whatever you had to wipe your donkeys. I guess that's what you call it. Asses. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Donkeys, asses. All right? Good. Okay. Thank you so much for staying a little half an hour more with us in extra time. We do hope that you have a great day, and if you muster up a great day, you will have a greater and a better weekend. My name is Herbert Martinez. See you on Monday, same time, same place.
Así es, mi
Chao.
nombre es Brenda Rodríguez de Allen. Gracias por haber estado con nosotros y estaremos de vuelta el próximo lunes con Dios mediante. Recuerde tomar precaución en todo lo que hay referente a su patio con la tormenta San, que puede convertirse en huracán. También recuerde visitar mañana la actividad de la Asociación de Retirados y Pensionados de la Policía y la vacunación emergente que hay en el hospital a partir de las 9 de la mañana hasta las 3 de la tarde, donde habrá vacunas, habrá exámenes para detención del cáncer de próstata, habrá exámenes para tomar el azúcar, medir el azúcar y tomar la presión arterial. Así que pasen feliz resto del día, un feliz fin de semana para todos.